Good morning. This is Bill Boerum speaking on the 60th anniversary of the flight of Yuri Gagarin as the first man in space. And I am talking on the occasion of International Cosmonautics Day, April the 12th, 2021. And my remarks to this forum are titled To the Stars with Bravery and Optimism. It is truly an honor to give opening remarks on this occasion of historical remembrance, as well as for today's striving by four cities in collaboration for peace. And the cities are Cleveland, Volgograd, Portland, Maine, and Archangelsk, Russia. A sense and effect, we are in the venue of a university. I am reminded of a phrase in Latin, the ancient unifying tongue of the West. The phrase is per aspera ad astra. In English, the phrase means through striving to the stars. For the early explorers of the cosmos, whom we honor today, in addition to striving, the attributes driving their achievements required bravery and optimism. Today, we commemorate the bravery of Yuri Gagarin and of Neil Armstrong, but also I will mention the names of other brave cosmonauts and astronauts. Betraying my age, I will admit that as a high school student, recalling the flight of Gagarin 60 years ago, at that time, I was the editor of the student newspaper and wrote an article praising his bravery, as well as recognizing the Soviet technology in making him the first man in space. By the way, the name of my newspaper was The Eagle. The name of the second human in space was German Titov, rising to the stars 4 months after Gagarin. Then, 2 years after that, the first woman in space was also a solo traveler, Valentina Tereshkova, making 48 orbits. Americans displaying bravery in those early years were, in suborbital flights, Alan Shepard and Gus Grissom. Sadly, Grissom lost his space capsule to the sea on re-entry, and then years later, again demonstrating bravery, lost his life with 2 crew members in a rocket launch. In 1962, John Glenn made the first orbital flight by an American, circling the Earth 3 times. Later, Glenn was a senator from Ohio. Now, on July 21, 1969, I watched on live television as Neil Armstrong showed another level of bravery in becoming the first man to step on the surface of the moon. Now, none of these adventurers could have undertaken their voyages without the spirit of optimism, a belief that their missions could be successful. Now, the 4 American and Russian cities convening here for this project under the aegis of the Center for Public Diplomacy are bravely pursuing a mission for peace during an era of troubled times. However, as were the early space explorers, this forum is optimistic about the mission. So I salute you. Additionally, in a spirit of good fellowship, I want to toast you with wine. But all I can do is show the bottle. The toasting will have to wait for a true reunion in person. Appropriately, the wine is named optimism from a vineyard and a winery near to where I live, where the skies, the clear skies, reveal the stars. The name of the winery is Adastra, a combination of the Latin words I mentioned earlier, ad astra, to the stars. Well, best wishes for the success of this project. With your bravery and optimism, and in emulation of the space voyages, I say, reach for the stars.